As a small streamer, you may be tempted to switch over to Kick thinking it will blow up your channel. But is that the truth? Yes and no. Well, I guess it depends on the person. For some people, a switch over to Kick could be the thing that helps them become a full-time content creator. But for others, it could completely ruin their channel. Unfortunately, there are some major misconceptions about Kick, and I would recommend anyone thinking about making the switch watch this video first. I tried making the switch over to Kick, and the results were completely different than some of the things I was hearing. So I'm gonna give you the information you need to make the best decision for your channel. I will break down my experience, show you my stats from Twitch compared to Kick. I'll tell you exactly who I think will benefit from making the switch and who should stay exactly where they are. And finally, I'll tell you some of the mistakes I made when switching so you don't have to make them as well. After streaming on Kick and talking to others who made the switch, it's important to know these 3 things before we start. 1, discoverability is about the same. I wouldn't go over to Kick expecting a rush of new viewers to join your stream. We're gonna get mathematical here for a sec. In June, Kick had an average of 117,000 viewers with an average of 3,400 channels, giving the platform a ratio of 34 viewers per channel, while Twitch had 2.4 million average viewers with an average of 90,000 channels, giving Twitch a ratio of 27 viewers per channel. So statistically, you do have a better shot on Kick, but the ecosystem just hasn't been set up yet. 2, a new platform is exciting. Some streamers that I talked to reported having less viewers when they switched from Twitch to Kick, but said they were just happy to be a part of something new, which goes to show this space needed competition. Number 3, Kick is still very raw. There are plenty of bugs that will eventually be worked out, but you and your chat may experience a few. So getting ready for my first stream on Kick, it was surprisingly hard to set up in OBS. I didn't realize how seamless it was with Twitch, so it did take me a minute to figure out. I had to watch a few YouTube tutorials on how to get the chat inside OBS. I also didn't realize how much I relied on Stream Elements on Twitch, and because Stream Elements isn't yet compatible with Kick, I had to use a different website called Botrix. There I was able to set up alerts and a chat bot. It did the job fine. It did have this really cool emote feature that my chat really seemed to enjoy. Once I started streaming, I did my usual format. I talked to my chat for about 30 minutes, told a quick story. He was gonna rob somebody and then they pulled up and they got him with the gun. Anyway, so he was on house arrest, and then went into the main segment called If I Swear I Pay, where I gave my chat $5 to spend on my behalf anytime I cussed. It was a fun stream. The engagement was okay. I'd say a fair bit less chat engagement than usual. Viewership was low at the beginning, but picked up about an hour in. Several people ended up joining my stream saying, well, I forgot you were over on Kick. There may have been new people in my stream, but everyone who talked in chat I had recognized from Twitch. A few people had issues with the Kick app itself. A few people weren't able to follow me. One person wasn't able to see what they were typing in chat. Smaller issues, and it was usually corrected by them just restarting the app. I'd say overall, the stream went pretty well. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. So what were the stats? My last stream on Twitch was Chat Bingo. I had 9.2 average viewers, 13 max viewers, and 16 unique viewers. On Kick, it's a little tricky because they don't send you a stream summary, but I was able to find this third-party site that did have my stats. So on Kick, I had 10 average viewers and a max of 12 viewers. So overall, very similar to Twitch. One thing to be cautious of, I've heard from a few people in the community that they feel like the viewer count is being artificially boosted. Now, I have no idea if this is true, but this is just something to be aware of. At one point in my stream, I actually did make a comment about this because I looked down and I saw that I had 14 viewers, but the chat just didn't feel like that was true. Now, maybe the viewership stats just weren't accurate because this third-party site said I only went to a max of 12 viewers, but either way, I just thought I should call that out. So who do I think should not make the switch over to Kick? If you have 0 viewers on Twitch, you're probably gonna have 0 viewers on Kick. You can still make the switch, but nothing's gonna change without effort. You're still gonna have to grind to build a community regardless of what platform you're on, which actually could be harder on Kick because they're yet to establish an ecosystem. You also shouldn't switch to Kick if you're not comfortable losing some viewers and some momentum. Let's be honest, not everyone from your Twitch community is gonna switch over to Kick. And for some people, that doesn't matter. But when you have good momentum going on one platform, a switch could completely ruin that. All for what? A sub split that probably won't affect you that much? And sadly enough, this is probably where I fall. Despite pulling similar numbers on Kick, I know some of my Twitch community is not gonna come over to Kick with me. And I have to be real with myself. I spent the last year and a half building this community, and losing members would be a real setback. It would only make sense for me to stay on Kick if I was building momentum here. Like, I don't know, if you guys were to like go follow me on Kick because you're like chopping it up about content creation or being involved in streams where chat carries my content, like making my t-shirt or deciding the spiciness of the wings that I eat, but only if you like that kind of stuff. Does sound kind of cool though. Now, who should make the switch over to Kick? Well, to start, those that can immediately benefit from the 95-5 split. It didn't hit me how brutal Twitch can be until last month when I pulled in 50 subscribers and about $70 of donation and walked away with $175. If it were Kick, I would have walked away with more like $350. But I'm still far away from being a full-time content creator living in a city like Chicago where the median income is $65,000. Let's do a little calculation. If I wanted to reach $65,000 on Twitch, I would have to have 1,800 monthly subscribers. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Compared to the 950 monthly subscribers on Kick, which is still a fair bit. But let's bring it back. I know a lot of Twitch partners with very loyal fan bases that are just scraping by. I think a switch to Kick could really help out their financial situations. You should also switch to Kick if you need a fresh start. A lot of people I talked to were just tired of Twitch and how stagnant streaming had gotten for them. Look, Kick is new. We don't yet know the full potential of the site. Getting in while it's still growing is a fun experience and hopefully will open doors for content creators that they never got on Twitch. Lastly, you should switch to Kick if your community is up for it. If you have a smaller size community, just talk to them. Kick's interface is very similar to Twitch's, so they'll feel right at home. And your content's not gonna change, so just ask them if they'd be down for the switch. Yes, it's exciting for a content creator to try out a new platform, but it can also be exciting for the community as well. This is uncharted territory. Now, let's just hope there's not a catastrophic ending. I made a ton of mistakes when switching to Kick, and because you made it this far in the video, I'm gonna reward you with some tips to make your transition smoother. I did a little bit of promotion, but not nearly enough. I mentioned it on stream a few times. I posted in the Discord twice. I made a graphic and posted it on my YouTube community page. And if I were to do it again, I would have tripled down. I think it's a smart idea to set a follower goal on Kick before you even stream over there. When I started my stream on Kick, I had 2 followers. It would have been way smarter for me to say, hey, my next stream is gonna be on Kick. When I hit blank amount of followers, I'll stream over there. For me, it probably would have been around 15 followers, but you gotta select something reasonable for your channel size. Also, it seemed like my community really liked the promo material, so I definitely should have done more of that. I posted this picture saying, breaking news, Southloop Straz signs a 1-stream deal with streaming platform Kick, rumored to be worth upwards of 5,000 V-Bucks. A lot of people jumped in my stream and were laughing about that. If I were to go back, I probably would have posted one of those like every day for the week. Just making the whole thing a bigger spectacle. I think the best way to go about this is just make it a big event. And honestly, I have no complaints about my experience on Kick. My viewers seem to enjoy it. The community over there seems really chill. You just have to determine if Kick makes sense for you. I'm honestly still on the fence. Maybe a few followers would change my mind. Or let me convince you. I have the most interactive streams on Kick and I can prove it. Watch this video right here where I draw whatever my chat sends me, but I'm not an artist.